Hi, second grade readers. Today we are going to get ready for the next story in our green reader. We are going to read a story called A Walk in the Desert. It is a nonfiction text, which means it will be full of true facts and information about the desert. But before we read the story, we need to look at some of our vocabulary words. So on this screen, we have our high frequency words. Remember, those are words that we see a lot in many books. We even might use it a lot when we write. So let's go through the words that are on the left of your screen. We have the word warm. We have the word water. We have the word animals. We have the word full, early, and eyes. I want you to say those with me this time. Warm, water, animals, full, early, and eyes. And then on the right side, we have definitions or meanings of these words. So we have to match our vocabulary words to the meaning, to the definition. So let's look at the first word, warm. On the side with the definitions, our choices are A, opposite of late. Is that what warm means? Doesn't sound right. Let's go to B, part of a body. C, in between hot and cold. Mrs. Richards going to hide herself so you can see the rest of these words. D, something you can drink. Or E, the opposite of empty. F, living creatures. So when we are saying the word warm and we're thinking of what it means, it is when it is in between hot and cold. Oops. So you got a sneak peek of the next answer. So water can be warm, food can be warm. It's a little between hot and cold. How about water? I think you already saw the answer. The definition for water is D, something you can drink. There are other things you can do with water. You can put it on your lawn when it's dry. The lawn will drink it. You might go swimming in some water, but it is something you can drink. The next word says animals. What would be the definition for animals looking at your screen? We're not going to use C or D. We've already used it, and it wouldn't make sense. So I hope you said F, living creatures. Living creatures is another way to say animals. How about full? The meaning of full is when a container has the whole thing filled. It is the opposite of empty. Empty and full. I'm thinking of maybe a bag. Maybe your book bag is full. There's lots of things in it. But when you take all of those out, it's empty. So those are opposites or antonyms, full and empty. How about the next word, early? You might get to school early or go to bed early. That matches definition A, the opposite of late. Please don't stay up too late. Go to bed early so you're ready for school. And then the last word is eyes. And the one definition we haven't used yet is letter B, part of a body. Your eyes are on your face, and we need those to see things. So letter B matches our definition B or the word eyes. Let's say these high frequency words one more time. Please read those with me. Warm, water, animals, full, early, and eyes. It's hiding, but it'll show up in a minute. There it is, eyes. I have a few more words I'd like to go through with you. These are called our selection words, and our selection words are words that really focus in on like the theme or the main idea of the story. They focus in more on what the story is about. So since we're talking about a walk in the desert, the first word is desert, and that is land that is sandy and without much water. And there's a picture of it right at the top. So a desert has lots of sand. It does have maybe some plants in it, not many. And it doesn't get much rainfall. It's pretty dry. The next word is harsh. Can you say that word, harsh? Harsh means very rough. Very rough. Something is harsh. And then the word under that says climate. That's a tricky one. But the climate is the kind of weather a place has. So I picked two photos of some weather. There's a snowstorm and a rainstorm. So that would be maybe even called like a harsh weather or a harsh climate, depending on what's happening at that time. That looks like a rough snowfall, a lot of snow, or a heavy rain. Climate can also be very sunny. The climate is the kind of weather a place has. And we said the desert has dry. The next two words and our last two words for vocabulary today are cactus, which is a plant with spines that grows in hot, dry places. There's a little picture of it. You might have seen a cactus before, and you might have actually, if you're not careful, gotten poked by the spines on it. And then a coyote, which is a small animal like a wolf. And you can probably imagine that in the desert there would be some coyotes. So these are words you are going to see as you read the story this week. Thanks for listening today.